date is July 28th, 2021. This is the Aqua-Tech company's leak inspection / repair of this tank for RRU. Can you pan across the tank for me real quick while you're in there? Just show us how much sediment there is. Sediment doesn't look too bad, huh?
Nah.
Probably a quarter inch or maybe a little less.
Yes. Well, it's less than that. I think it's just stain.
Yeah, I mean, you can see the seams between the floor plates, so looks like there might be some corrosion on the floor, or those are old patches, those kind of red spots. Not sure. There's some debris on there, almost like pieces of gasket or pieces of chlorine tablets or something. I'm not sure.
Yeah, this is just dusting right here.
Okay, well, I'm going to keep recording. I'm going to run, just double check what seam we're going to.
Fine.
It should be that fifth one on the lower shell course, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to go double check. Yeah, if you're looking at that manway, it's the third one past the manway. The other manway, there's like a smaller manway right there. Yeah, not that manway. Over to your right, you just passed the manway between the ladder and the right there. So yep, that'd be it.
Yeah.
And it looks like the water's coming out of the horizontal seam at the top of that shell course. I see a little stain right there too on the gasket.
Yep, right at the bottom.
Yep. You need like a putty knife or something to scrape away that corrosion? Or a wire brush?
Yeah. A screwdriver or something.
Okay, how about the wire brush with the scraper on it?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and pause you while we're working on this. So the diver just noticed that the float for the level indicator must be full of water. It's fully submerged about halfway down the tank.
Like right.
Either that or it's just stuck on the guide wires. You know, before we come out, we can check and see if it's just stuck. It might just pop back up and float.
Yeah, I'll check it right before I come out.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and pause you while I'm getting you the brush.
Okay.
Okay, so now we're gonna squirt Aqua-Epoxy into the seam and see if that does the trick. Hopefully it's a very isolated spot right where that staining and corrosion nodules were. I'm going to go ahead and leave the tape rolling, and I'm going to go check the leak.
Hey, okay, can you pause me for a second?
So the leak on the outside is coming out at that horizontal seam, right where that vertical seam intersects it. So we're going to go on the horizontal seam a little ways each way, and also down that vertical a little bit, just in case it's pulling up from down there. then the diver will get it in place and he can shove it in with his finger down into the crevice. So while you're applying the epoxy, I'm going to go ahead and pause you, and then I'll get a picture of the final product. Okay, so the diver just put around some epoxy all over the seam there in that area, and we dried off the exterior with a towel, and over the last 5 minutes, nothing's come back. So he's going to go work on the other spot, and we'll come back and double check on this one, but that one might be done. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pause you. Okay, so now the diver's at the leak that's underneath the overflow, and it looked like the water was coming from that vertical seam down where it meets the horizontal seam between the two shell courses. So did you see any markings on the spot before you patched it?
Negative.
Okay, go ahead and pan down and show us where we patched up. Okay, so I think it was leaking where that vertical met the horizontal right there to your left. Pan to your left. The vertical to your left. Right there, those bolts. I think it was leaking from that one.
It was leaking from this one.
It was?
Yeah, it was at the very bottom of the overflow.
Okay, well I'm gonna go check it again, but it looks like it's all underwater. So the fact that it stopped tells, I was wondering if maybe the water level had gone down and it wasn't in the water anymore. But as of right now, it's dry. I'm gonna go check it again, all right?
Okay.
Okay, so that's a good shot right there. So this is the spot underneath the overflow, and as of right now, everything's dry on the outside of the tank. So at some point while we were prepping and patching, all the water disappeared on the outside of the tank. So I believe we got it. So diver's just going to double check his work. He's going to also check that float to see if it's got water in it or if it's just stuck. Doesn't look like it's stuck on the guide wire, huh?
It was.
It was. So now it's floating?
The guide wire got stuck in the little...
On the little eyelet?
Yeah.
Okay, so... Yeah, it looks like it might have a little water in it, huh?
Yes. Oh.
Yeah, copy that. If you see a hole, you could put a little epoxy on it.
No, it looks like right here in the well seam it has a little bit of corrosion.
Okay, yeah, they just need to get a new float.
Yep.
Okay, so before you come out, because I'm still recording, if you could just pan around one more time, just like that, yeah. So there's very little sediment in the tank. It would take a day to clean that. And I saw you were looking at the roof earlier. Can you just pan around the roof again for us?
Yeah, let me get some air in my suit.
Okay.
Let me check my other patch first.
Okay. I'll just leave you running. I'm gonna go check it too.
Okay.
So you're still recording, so when you're done checking that, you can look up at the roof.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna pause you. Okay, so the tank's completely dry on the outside, but we're a little suspicious of where this vertical seam meets the horizontal over by the overflow again. So the diver's just gonna put some epoxy on there just for redundancy. It's not leaking right now, but if that was possibly a leak a while back, it might start leaking again in the future. So we're just gonna put more epoxy on there as a preventative measure.
Right here, this red.
Little staining or corrosion?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, so it can't hurt just to put some epoxy in that spot. It's possible that might be the third spot that they were talking about, that maybe when they tighten the bolts it slowed down or stopped, but can't hurt just to put some epoxy there. While you're doing that, and I'm still recording, I'm going to go check that first spot again. Okay, so that's 3 spots we patched, and everything on the outside of the tank is still dry. So hopefully that did the trick. So did you already look up at the roof when I was off away from the audio?
I'm gonna go up there right now. Yep.
Okay, so we just want to take a quick look at the roof just to see if there's any problems going on there with corrosion or delam. I see a couple spots of delam, huh, on the roof plates.
And the roof is right next to the rafters. There's a couple of spots.
Oh, those 2 I-beams that run across the tank, they have delam and cancerous corrosion starting on the bottom lips too, huh?
Yes, on the top right here, on the top of the I-beam, there's also a little bit of corrosion, the lamp starting.
Copy that. So it looks like all the bolts and everything like that are there. So we just have some coating damage that's starting. That can be repaired with the tank in service if need be. Just throwing that out there. That's something that we could do. Probably take 2 or 3 days.
Right here also, where the roof and the wall meets, there's on the roof, there's a delam.
Copy that. Yeah, I see that. Yeah, so there's some isolated spots of delam and cancerous corrosion starting on the roof. It would be better to address that sooner than later, but structurally everything looks really good in the tank. Just some coating issues. But yeah, so I guess that's gonna do it for this video on July 28th, 2021 by the Aqua-Tech company. I'd like to thank you for choosing Aqua-Tech and have a nice day.